since the Depression era have so many adult children lived at home with mom and dad. There's been a sharp increase in that since the pandemic especially. And let's talk about the financial fallout for both parties. Drue Kampmann joins us back with some insight on this from True Financial Partners. Drue, mainly, I guess we think it's a financial fallout for parents, but not just them. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, there's two parties involved. It's the one that's struggling, and then it becomes a more difficult situation and stress on the parents. So, yeah, it's absolutely two parties involved in that stress.
The notes that you provided say that 2/3 of parents are providing so most of them providing the financial way for these kids. You know, buying the groceries and, okay, you stay with me, you don't pay me anything. What do you think of that? Are there some different ways to approach it?
I think it's really important that, and I've faced this a couple of times this year, but it's important that the parents, it's a real teaching opportunity because the parents can sit down with their adult child and set some expectations, but it also help work through their budget with them. Figure out ways to maybe trim some spending, but really figure out a good financial plan forward, because in this case, you've got two parties that are experiencing new stresses financially, and sometimes it's hard to get through, and there's nothing wrong with asking for help either. I would encourage that also. Well,
you know, you're right. The financial aspect bleeds over into the relationship, too.
Right.
So you say maybe we should draw up a contract where we really do talk about these fine points. You know, a time frame, some deadlines.
Right. Like I said, it's a great teaching opportunity, and you could go as far as signing a contract, just like you do a rental agreement or a mortgage. But that might be a difficult discussion to have. But you really lay the groundwork for a great financial teaching opportunity that both parties can manage these new stresses together, and those expectations are right out there in front of you. So it's good to have that difficult conversations.
Well, you know, we keep using that phrase "new normal," but maybe this is going to last for a while. That families have to gather together. That's not all bad, for sure.
Right. One team, you know, one mission, everybody works together on it, and that way there's success in the end, because you're right, we don't know how long this is going to last. So the more you prepare and the more you try to learn from the situation, it's only going to position you better, you know, moving forward. So it is difficult, though.
Yeah. So Drue, I know that you're counseling people about this, because you probably have clients who are going through this. So this is something really that is on your radar as a professional financially.
Yeah, I mean, you have people that are approaching retirement, getting ready to retire, and then you have those that are retired, and all of a sudden you have an adult child that has these added expenses, and you're going to have to help take care of those finances and assist in that. So it is a challenge, and that certainly adds a lot of stress to those that are in those positions.
TrueFinancialPartners.com is where you can go. There's the phone number for Drue. Drue, thank you. This is some great insight. We appreciate hearing from you today. Thanks.
Thank you. Great to be with you.